Work like a dog and live like a king. Don't work like a king, then you'll have to live like a dog. So we work like a dog, live like a king. In a real estate is something which we understood very clearly. Location, budget, and third and last comes builders. Our biggest strength is our team. So either a member joins us, leaves in 3 months' time, or they are with me for, right? There are employees. My 70 to 80% of my team is with me from the day I've joined.
Hello everybody, welcome to Entrepreneurship Simplified, and this show is going to introduce you to those biggest ideas and the best entrepreneurs who's going to help you decode the entrepreneurship to its roots, literally the real life challenges, failures and successes, and how they actually manage to overcome all those challenges so that you don't need to repeat the same mistakes, rather focus on your growth and realize the dream of becoming an entrepreneur much faster. This show is going to be done in association with Young Indians. Young Indians is a movement of Indian youth to converge, lead, co-create and influence India's future. And YI is playing a proactive role in India's development process. If you want to take part of India's growth and be successful, YI is a place to be. Bear in mind, this show has no script. Everything you hear on the show is heart to heart, the real life experiences. And today's guest is a super energetic individual from real estate industry. Dreamflower Projects is one of the leading builder in Kerala, completing more than 50 projects on time. That's a big achievement. Dreamflower Projects have been awarded with Brand Icon Award by Times of India. He is an active member with social consciousness as he serves in many capacities in various non-profit organizations, including YI, Young Indians. He is a member of Young Indians Kochi chapter. He is more than an entrepreneur because he still continues to follow his passion of biking. He has a record of traveling from Kochi to Jaisalmer just by bike. Help me to welcome Fazil. How are you doing, Fazil?
Hi, Raish. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and thank you so much for being part of the show. How has been the journey from working to the entrepreneurship? And I'm sure there are so many people out there who would like to really jump, but many of the people have kind of apprehension.
I wanted to be in defense. That was my biggest ambition. I want to be a naval aviation pilot. I did my schooling from Sainik school. So sometimes you plan for something and the destiny has got something different for you. So there is always a plan B. If not defense, I said what suits me best is business, because my grandfather was a business person. But the entire set of people in my family are either government employees or NRIs. So I never wanted to be an NRI, nor to be in the government sector. So I said, let me just start off. So I did not clear my SSB interview. So then I said, if not defense, I did my management degree in BBA. I'm a Kerala University second rank holder. Post which with Priya, the past chair, who is my life partner, she was my girlfriend then, and she's also the MD of this company now. So we wanted to get married, so one has to have a job. So I took up my career with Asian Paints. I was very comfortable. I had a fast track career growth in my professional ladder. I was with Asian Paints. I was heading operations for Saint-Gobain. I was with Vodafone, Reliance. I've been predominantly a sales guy with a stint of marketing, HR, etc. on my various levels of role. So that was one of the reasons which gave me a confidence. And myself and Priya always would discuss saying that we wanted to start off something of our own. So as we got married with blessings of our parents, it was an intercaste arranged law marriage. So we said, Priya, it is an intercaste arranged law marriage. Okay, now it is a 25-year-old saga. 6 years of love affair and 19 years of married life. So we always used to discuss something, and Priya never could get a chance to pursue her career because she worked for almost 8-9 months. Then we got married. She was on the family way. I said, you take rest. Anyway, I'm earning. Let's decide on it later. So as Ferdin, the elder one, became around 2-3 years old, Priya said, I want to do something. So let's revamp our dream of starting a business. So as usual, being management graduates, we went into market research, made a strategy, all fundas ready. So we said, which industry, what are the business to start off with? So at that point of time, we were doing the construction of our house. Because for an average Keralite, the biggest passion is building, land, property and gold. Just like the Chinese has got the biggest passion for gambling and other extracurricular activities, we have the biggest passion for it. That's why you'll see all jewelers are from Kerala in your place, majority of them, including Kalyan. So we said, what is a business to be done? So there was various options like consulting, this. I said, I gave her 18 lakhs of loan to construct a house. The land was already there with us because my mother-in-law gifted me the first piece of land to both of us. On a record span of 9 months, she beautifully constructed her home with a budget of 12 lakh rupees and she had 6 lakhs residue. She asked me, what do I do with this money? I said, you can buy jewelry, you can buy diamond, or you can do whatever is required. She said, with this money as working capital, shall I pursue my dream? I said, fine, I've got an income eligibility to pay my loans, so you can always take the risk. Then we said, we had the set of workers, we learned the basics of the trade. So we said, we'll get into an affordable housing, which is not present at that point of time in Kerala, nor it was heard about. So flat was something for an upper middle class sort of persons. So we are staying very close to the Amrita hospital, which is like the Sathya Sai Bhai mart and other stuff. So we said, we will look for normal people to come and buy a flat. So we started with the first concept was average Keralite want a house. Second thing, food, shelter, clothing is a basic industry. So let's focus on shelter. And what gave the confidence to Priya and myself was, I was in the building material industry for a span of 8 years. Saint Gobain plus Asian Paints. So the 10-year stint gave me the confidence. I have been interacting with architects, contractors, dealers of various products. In and out of the industry, I knew about it. But I was never a builder. So we said, fine, let's plan for it. And we made 5 cents of land, 6 flats. In 2004, the pricing was 6.5 lakhs. So we were expecting a normal Sida Sada man to come and buy the house. So one day a gentleman calls up. My name is Dr. Harshvardhan Chandra. I'm in Kochi. I've come to put my girl Sruthi Chandra in Amrita. I've seen your advertisement on a banner there. I would like to come and meet you. We don't have an office at the home. So he came to our house. Priya made a cup of tea. He saw the property. He said, buy. I said, what is the cost? 6.5 lakhs. I'll pay you 1 lakh now and balance pay in installments. So I asked him a question, what happens if you come back and we are not there? He said, no, I trust you people somehow. He was my first customer. He is still my customer. Shruti got married. It was her 6th wedding anniversary. Shruti's brother got married. We are more like a family. So he just came and picked up as we are going to buy a shirt. He is from Allahabad. His kids are here, so he wanted a housing. Followed by that, we had people, the opulent people from the society coming and buying because they never have seen a flat for 6.5 lakhs. And imagine the last flat, which we have put for 6.5 lakhs, I could bid on that and get 7.5 lakhs on my pocket. On a pouring, raining day, 51 people came to buy the flat. That is when we realized the power of that segment of residential housing at an affordable pricing. Then immediately, Priya, the first year we did a turnover of around 36 lakhs. So my share was given as an upgrade from a Wagoner car to a Ford Fusion car because I need to be incentivized. That point of there is no venture capitalist, there is no crowdfunding, there is no equity. We have not heard about such concepts. So immediately the next land was ready. She picked up the 7 cents of land, did 9 apartments. So near to Amrita, we did the first set of projects. So that is a budget segment. Then we said, suppose you continue without upgrading yourself, you get stuck. Then we moved into a segment called, all these segments are coined by us, okay? We got into a utility segment wherein the drawbacks of budget segment was addressed. Car park was a drawback in budget segment. You will see budget segment flats across India, not only here. You have a common car park. So we said we'll resolve that. We do underground car park. So I traveled to Gujarat. There are commercial buildings in underground. Went there for some time, interact with workers to see what are the tricks of trade, the cost-effective method. Then we got into the underground segment car park plus 3-story. That is without lift. So basically, many times if you understand what your market wants, who is your customer, what is your USP, then you are successful in business. If you fail to understand, you need to see that nobody can teach you business. You can only hear concepts. You need to develop out, understand the hard way around and go ahead. Today, when I talk with so much of confidence, it's not actually a cakewalk. See, for example, how has YA helped me? Whatever concept like Blue Ocean Dialogue, peer learning, interactive sessions, or YA learning sessions, all those things have helped me to shape up a business, get new concepts. So that's why I said when you asked me, I didn't say, no, let me think over it. I didn't have to. I said, yes, I will come because many people have contributed the same way around. And we have the legacy of having 2 past chairs from our chapter. Right. I think that clearly gives you how we started off.
Wow.
So what is the next thing?
Absolutely, I would rather say you had such a great understanding among the partners where you actually contributed your strengths to the business. But let me ask, right? It's a very common thing to have, difficulties in having a business relationship among wife and husband. have you had any difficulties in general? Because that's a very common thing in most of the family businesses where wife and husband are kind of directors within the same business. But here you started the whole business. Did you face any challenges during this?
I did not start the business, correct me. Priya started the business and I was only a person funding her with my loan and my knowledge about the industry, or rather helping her out. She offered me to join the business. I said, no, I don't want to join a company because at that point of time, I was on a CTC of 24 lakhs per annum with my companies. So I said, why should I come and join a small company? So she said, either if you want, you can come and join me now when we started the journey where you don't even have an office to sit. Or tomorrow when you grow big, don't come and ask me to the chair. I said, no, I always prefer to work for somebody rather than doing my own business. Okay. Here also, if there is a difference of opinion, we discuss, debate, take it. See, when you have when you can be non-egoistic with your wife, I think such issues are not there. And Priya and both, we supplement and complement. Our simple philosophy is like, focus on your strength, delegate your weakness. And together we say, work like a dog and live like a king. Don't work like a king. Then you'll have to live like a dog. So we work like a dog, live like a king. So today when we have, say, around 500 workers, 43 employees, we have around 61 projects to our custody. It's a matter of how we understand. The objective is like, it's not a fight. Who has, because there is, I am paid a salary, the finance is with her, and no external partners, directors. Not even our parents are involved in the business. So we are very clear about that. So I don't think, never a time there has been a friction about husband-wife. If Priya is right, it goes according. And if there is a difference of opinion, finally the boss says, the rule one says, the boss is always right.
Yeah.
Managing your wife is a book that will write soon.
So, I mean, clear demarcation of the responsibilities seems to be the secret.
That's what we learn in management. Clear-cut delegation of authority, responsibilities there in our business. Whether it is between us, with our team, with our members, everything. We are very clear on what we do.
And what should change right now in the real estate industry? Isn't a different phase altogether in terms, not just within Kerala, all over India, even over the world, right? What should change in real estate industry to make sure that it gets adapted to whatever is going on in the world?
See, if you look at any successful real estate companies in India, they have made this adaptation to change. See, for example, let's take the last couple of years. Government has given maximum support for this industry. I'll just list a couple of them. First, for example, housing loan is the only way in which you can save tax. Today, the interest rates are at 6.7%, depending on your CIBIL score. When Modi government came in the last budget, they said the short-term capital gain was 3 years. That has been cut short to 2 years. For the same housing loan, whatever be the interest less, except whatever is a carry forward interest component, you can carry forward for 8 years. And the same loan, husband and wife can avail the tax benefits. And there was actually a benchmarking price of 1980 that was used for capital computation of land that has been taken up to 2000. He has given a leap forward for 20 years. And joint venture development, which was supposed to be taxed when we signed the contract, has been extended to completion of contract. And why is it happening? Because this is the only industry where there is a lot of labor employment happening. The money is within India. We are not taking the money out of the place. So that is one of the goals which is aligned with the government. Okay. If you ask me what are the changes, first and foremost, what is the purchasing capacity of people. You say about the GDP, I don't know about such big concept, but I would say there is always a demand for shelter, clothing, and food in the market. Suppose I come to a place where a lot of Brahmins stays and start a beautiful non-veg restaurant, it's not going to succeed. Similarly, you understand your market saying that, okay, there are so many players in Cochin. We are not the biggest player, but we are a most preferred builder. We are a most prompt builder. We give a value for money proposition. That is the concept which I learned from YI in Blue Ocean Dialogue. I was not a member of YI then, but when I got into YI, when I heard about this concept, we also made so many changes which my competition cannot copy. Those are my trade secrets. So that is where the peer learning, etc. helps you. Second thing is we said we will give them 2-bedroom flats. We will give them 3-bedroom flats. We will give them 2-bedroom plus study flats depending on the location. And what are the 3 fundamental rules that you should follow in a real estate is something which we understood very clearly. Location, budget, and third and last comes builder. So today people are upgrading from their 2-bedroom homes to, because 1-bedroom concept is not very key in Kerala because it's not very costly like a Bombay or other places. So a person selling a 2-bedroom flat in Bombay can buy a 4-bedroom flat from me in Kerala.
Okay.
Okay. Whereas a Bombay guy will have one flat, a Kerala guy will have 6 or 7 flats if he's a smart guy who works hard. So there is a simple difference. And we say there is an upgrade which happens, and it's a service industry. Here it is not than a sale. You are actually starting a relationship when the customer signs a contract. That relationship is like a lifetime relationship, provided how you maintain your relationship with wife and husband. So apart from this, we also provide them support in terms of rental of their properties, resale of properties, housekeeping of properties, any service issues. They don't have to depend outside. And we have made budget flats, we have made utility flats, we have made premium utility flats, we have made luxury flats, we have made super luxury flats. There's a tower which we have done as our magnum opus project, in a sense iconic, wherein there is only one flat per floor. I didn't make this concept. Mr. Ambani did Antilia. I just took it across, did some chidai like we do in Hindi movies or Malayalam movies. So we did one flat. So somebody wants a villa. Villa can be done only in say 5 or 6 cents of land. You call it say 2,400 square feet of land area you require for a villa. It is inside. But I'm giving this in the heart of city next to metro. Second concept is like when Cochin Metro was launched on 13 September 2013. I remember the date because that is my son's birthday. So there is a coincidence. We said from 2013 onwards, we ensured that we do the maximum projects near metro. So we are a builder with maximum projects near metro. And we said we don't want to be big. I'm sure people listening to this have read the book called Elephant Catchers by Subrat Bakshi, wherein the way you trap an elephant is not the way you trap a rabbit. So we are not an elephant catcher. We are basically a guy who does good quality doshas, or I make good quality buttons. I don't make the Van Heusen shirts. Or I make buttons even for Calvin Klein. We don't make Calvin Klein. Focus on what you have your strength is. We do medium-sized housing, wherein our project duration is within 12 months, 24 months, or 30 months or 18 months. Whereas any big builder would take minimum 36 months to 48 months to 60 months. We operate within our cash flow. So even if we don't sell a project, we have the money to complete the project. We don't go overboard. So we have been on a steady manner. Simple fundamentals what a banker would follow in terms of his liquidity, not getting into a capital crunch, focusing on your cost-conscious nature, seeing that you are self-reliable. When you talk about, today we talk about green concepts or being self-reliable or recycling. We have taken the concepts wherein we are able to cut down costs without cutting on quality.
Yeah.
That is where we have learned it. We have taken the concept of team leader, team member concept here. We have seen that almost all the works except specialized application like an STP, lift or electrical ST, everything is done in-house. And our teams, our biggest strength is our team. So either a member joins us, leaves in 3 months time, or they are with me for, right, there are employees, my 70 to 80% of my team is with me from the day I've joined. 16 years. My first employee is still with me. And our company has got 50% ladies. Given a safe work atmosphere, good benefits, work-life balance. We don't work late. Unless and until there is need. I don't have to see what time my people come in, what time they go out. We don't sit late in the office. I will be the first person to go out at 5:25 if there is no work. We are not used to a culture of working late. Whereas my team, if there is a work, they work till 4 o'clock in the morning. There are times when they have been at the office till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock when there was a need to complete a project. My technical team would be in the site. So 50% of our employees are women. And whoever is a woman listening to you, we respect you, because more than men go out for a smoke, they go out with their friends, they boost the previous day, come back with a hangover, no such issues. And we ensure that our women employees are given maternity leave, not only from the way, we give them an option for work from home even before COVID. A ladies on maternity benefit, they used to, even sales team used to work from home. And those gave them the confidence to come back and join. We are a good paymaster. On prompt, we celebrate, and we even have good practices like we take the entire family of our employees along with them for an overseas trip. They have visited Malaysia, Bali. So these are things which people generally don't do it, but I have got this best of practice from my employers. And certain employers have taught me how to behave to people. Such companies doesn't exist. I'm not quoting the names here.
I got it. I mean, I think these are really some very important points that you're sharing here, Fazil. Now you're talking about the main pillar of any business.
That's your team. That's your team. If your team is not there, why am I able to spend around 30 minutes with you on this call? And even before I came in, everything was ready because even I didn't send you anything. My team has been interacting with you, sending you whatever you want. And we have no lock and key in our cabins or office. And despite of the things we are a very highly process-driven company. No internal politics, and only sad fact is like we don't employ anybody who is elder to us. So our average age of the team is around 26, 27. That's another fact, because that gives you experience counts. But we always see that we have internal promotions rather than external recruitments.
Right. Now I'm seeing a lot of technologies are coming, and then right from the management of the property to so many things are coming. What kind of opportunities that these young entrepreneurs can really look up to in the real estate industry?
I'm a person with a management degree, and I said, what can I do? My first option was work for a corporate. Second was I start something of my own. So today when I worked with corporates, that experience helping me to shape up a business or improvise on my business. So in this particular concept, why real estate, I can tell you, because you look at any place, let it be a small village, a municipality, corporation, any place for that matter, there is a demand for housing. Okay.
Yeah.
On that particular demand for housing, you should know where is the vacuum. Am I able to offer a housing? For example, just like a nano car came in, or just like a budget, flights were brought into India. Technology is something which not too many people can take up and develop, like, say, for example, a Swiggy or Zomato or Uber Eats. Those are things which are totally different, wherein you are exceptionally good. A movie has got hero, heroine. It also has got supporting actors. The supporting actors will do 100 movies and make 2 lakhs each, whereas the other guy would be taking 2 crores for a movie probably. So you look at what is available in the market. Second thing, who can be your target customer? Bet it for yourself. And if you ask me why did I choose this industry, I am making something within the resources available in my state. My resource or my raw material is land, cement, which is manufactured here or in the neighboring states, steel again, brick, mortar. My labors are from here or from different place. So I am not really dependent on what happens at a very global scale or something. I'm able to manage it here. Secondly, the risk element involved compared to a global exposure is very low. I can walk from my office to home to office. I can be here in my city. I don't have to be traveling across India for it. I'm not saying it's bad. I do enjoy traveling. I travel quite a bit to quench my craving for it. I do a lot of trips like what you said. So very simple. We have made use of resources available locally to manufacture something and sell it here itself. We don't have to take the product outside. And thirdly, the customer has to come. Keeping aside all jokes apart, we are actually operating on a high value industry, wherein the minimum value of a unit that I sell is 45 lakhs. That is totally different from the mass volume gain, where you sell a SIM card, which I've done in Reliance, where you sell a mobile phone costing 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. Here it is like, it has got a lot of emotions attached to it. It's like a marriage. Blessed are the people who can have multiple homes, not I would say marriage. It's like people take a auspicious day to buy a muhurat, to buy a home. So there's a lot of sentiments attached. So you need to guide them properly. You need to give them the right product. You need to build the trust factor. You need to have that legacy or your pedigree be correct, your track record be very foolproof. It's like it's a marriage bonding that happens between a builder and a customer is what I would say. It's not a sale that happens. Suppose they're happy, I'll tell you, there is a gentleman from the Indian Armed Forces who bought a flat from me. He was a brigadier. On his reference, till date, I've got 16 Faujis who are my customers. Can you imagine? Wow. State Bank of India Deputy MD is my customer. It is not big or small. You give them the right product at appropriate price is not a concern here. People are willing to pay a premium. We are not a cheap builder because we are very transparent. Whatever we put it in black and white so that it's very crystal clear. And my suggestion, or I would say from my experience, never violate rules. Please learn to obey rules. And you should know how to play around with rules. You understand your rules. Similarly, you might have the best of architects, consultants, everything, but please have the baton on your thing. It's like you are riding a horse. The horse will take you on a speed only when the horse realizes that the bugger sitting on top has got balance, or he will fall down. Horse will never push you down unless and you hurt. Horse will go on a galloping mode only when he feels that person sitting on top has got control over the horse. And please go within your reach. Never expect it to be a smooth sail. You will have rough sails. And never take your funds out and do unnecessary expansion. If you are doing good at making good vada pav, make good vada pav. If you are doing a good Hyderabadi biryani, make good Hyderabadi biryani. Don't go and mess up doing a veg dish. Or don't put too much of Gundur chili on the curry. It'll actually be, you'll be yelling. Even I've been to your place, Ithikopaga, to take toys to put up on our projects, the handmade handicrafts, or your best of Ledu that you get in your Visakhapatnam.
Yes.
So there is a specialty which is there everywhere. We need to understand and take forward.
So look at, probably if I understood correctly, number one is to make sure to follow the rules. Number two is to actually to make sure to understand your strengths and then add a value as much as possible locally. And
put
then
your USP very clear. You should have a crystal clear clarity on your USP. Never go with what others say. There are people who ask me, why don't you do skyscrapers? I said, what is your problem? I will do only medium-sized project, because there is nobody who has done this medium-sized projects in Cochin to 60 numbers. And it is easy to sell. See, just imagine Maruti is the market leader in cars. Have you ever purchased a very premium segment car from Maruti? They launched Grand Vitara. It was a marketing flop. Suppose you were to buy something costing 30-40 lakhs, you would prefer a BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Benz, or anything for that matter. So be a good Maruti. You can be a good Alto, Wagoner, Brezza. That's it. So we are like the Kuti Maruti here. That's the entry segment. That's an entry segment, and people upgrade. Suppose somebody comes to me saying that, Fazil, I would like to stay in a big compound with 200 acres, sir. I am not the builder. I want to stay on 21st floor. Sorry, sir, I don't do anything more than 7 or 9 stories. Suppose somebody says that I want a project in 5 years duration. I said, no, sir, we do only in 24 months, 36 months. Because the fluctuations and volatiles are very low. It's not that something is right, something is bad. You need to know what you want.
Know your USP and then make sure to stick to USP and still go forward and add value to the customer exactly the way that they're expecting seems to be the secret. And I want to say one thing, right? This is something which the current generation must follow, just because majority of the people, when they come up, maybe I'm seeing nowadays that they want to get the result quickly, but in fact the way that you are following your business formula seems to be even like you can get the results faster as well. You're saying about like less than 12 months you can finish a project. So this is one of the very, 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 very interesting conversation I have had. And before I really conclude this very, very interesting conversation, is there any one single advice for all the future entrepreneurs that you have, that without that they should not really even think about starting a business?
So just one liner which I would say, when trust increases, speed goes up and cost comes down. When you trust increases with your customers, your speed of sale goes up, your cost of operations advertising come down. When your trust with your employees goes up, your speed of operations goes up, your cost comes, you don't have to do a policeman job. So building trust is not easy. It takes a lot of effort, time, duration, and ensure that you do it with pure ethics, and you not only be a good businessman, you'll be a very ethical businessman, so that you will automatically be rewarded. And also one more thing, understand, life is not just all about business. Life is not about your learnings from your business schools. Life is about learnings from your peers, organizations like YI, Rotary, Chamber. The learnings that you get cannot be bought with money. And that is why I said, when YA wants something, I'll give my full heart and soul to it, because I have learned a lot of things from YA. And I would say that is something which you cannot get from anywhere. I have a friend in Amaravati. I've got a friend in Vizag. You name India, more than a CE has got friends. We have YA connects everywhere. That is the peer learning. And similarly, a lot of concepts, learning sessions that we have is something which people really should make use of it. We have the fun and fellowship, but apart from that, that's there. So I would say to the generation, please see that you increase trust, your cost comes down and your speed goes up, and overall you will be successful.
Wow, that's really a powerful message, Fazil. And also for all these young people out there, be part of the YI, maybe be part of the UA, for especially to interact with all these entrepreneurs like us. You have an opportunity being part of a UA. So, this is only the beginning of the journey. If at all you are planning to start, we also actually give mentorship from our side to the young entrepreneurs who would like to pursue that direction. But otherwise, I want to say a big, big thanks to you, Fazil. It has been really very, very, your experience is seen in your words, literally. And a lot of energy you brought into the conversation. I want to say a big, big thanks for your time. And
so thank you so much for giving me an opportunity, and all the best wishes. And let this year be a rocking one for each and every one of you there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And if at all, if your people have not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe and also share with every single person out there where this message can make a difference in their life. Otherwise, I'll see you next week with another episode with another amazing entrepreneur. But till then, have a fantastic time together. And we say bye-bye.
Thank you.